It started out like this. Senator Claire McCaskill was being called one of the most vulnerable incumbents in the country. This was a Senate seat the Republicans could win. The question was which of the Republicans would win the primary and take her on. McCaskill was hoping it would be Todd Akin. She ran ads calling him the most conservative Republican candidate and too conservative, which for a lot of voters was something of an endorsement. Akin won the primary, and McCaskill's message was now aimed at a broader audience.
And that will be what I'll be emphasizing, that he is out of the mainstream. He is somebody who is not thinking about the pain that Missouri families feel.
We don't want Obamacare. Claire was the deciding vote for it. I want to be the deciding vote to repeal it.
And then you know what happened. A brief comment during an interview with Fox 2's Charles Jaco, and Missouri's Senate race went viral.
If it's a legitimate rape, the female body has ways to try to shut that whole thing down. But let's assume that maybe...
The reaction was swift, and not just from Democrats and women's groups. Republican Party leaders, including Senator Roy Blunt, asked Akin to drop out of the race. National funding was drying up. But Akin stood firm and turned to his loyal base. The voters, he said, choose the candidate, not party leaders. He apologized for the legitimate rape remark, but not for his beliefs.
I don't believe that this election overall is about talk, but it's really about two visions of what America is.
He's apologized for those comments, but they say a lot about how he views things, and that's where Missourians need to pay attention.
After the deadline for his withdrawal from the race passed, Akin began to build back some support. Newt Gingrich came to help him raise money.
And really the question is, you want more freedom or more Washington?
For some, the choice in this race may not be so clear. And the third candidate, Jonathan Dine, has been polling well above the usual libertarian numbers.
Like many of you, I'm tired of the constant fighting of the Republicans and Democrats.
Hey, thanks, guys.
But the main race still boils down to Akin, the proud Christian conservative, and McCaskill, who has been presenting herself as the pragmatic moderate.
I think I'm the only candidate in the race for the United States Senate in Missouri this year that wears the term moderate like a badge of honor. I believe my opponent would consider that an insult.
So it takes a little bit of brass to say you're a moderate when you're walking with Obama.
We were going to run down positions on various issues, but let's just say they don't agree on a lot of things. The Affordable Care Act, the future of Social Security and Medicare, abortion, federal minimum wage, extending the Bush tax cuts, and overall, the role of the federal government.